That was my Danny G impression. Um, you know the score. Just making sure we're alive. Hope you're all doing swell. Oh, this looks good. Looks good. That was my Danny G impression. Okay, we are live, boys and girls, grannies and aunties. There we go. Let's get my microphone ready. Yeah, so I haven't got that much to talk about this week, okay? So, been a bit of a roller coaster, not gonna lie. A few ups, a few more downs, unfortunately. But we're gonna do. This is gonna be similar to last week, but it's gonna be what I've been playing, what I've been watching, what I've been reading. Episode 93. It is 93 now, isn't it? Yeah, episode 93. Wowzers. I'm old. My channel's been going for a long 93 years. But I haven't got as much to talk about because last week I had like a month's worth of stuff to talk about. So this is just going to be what I've been playing, watching, reading in the last week. I'll talk about, if anyone is interested, the shit show the last week has been with my volunteering. My charity work has come to an abrupt end. My dog has been ill, and it upsets me so much when he's been ill. But we'll talk about what I've been playing first then, okay? I've actually finished... I think I've only played 3 games, which is quite low for me, but I've finished 3 games. Finished 2 games, okay? Oh, Pazzaman 90. What is occurring? Pazzaman 90. Tony, how are you, buddy? All good in the hood, thanks. I'll get to the horse shittery, we like to call it. Oh, did you watch the football yesterday? Women have got a football team. What's going on? There's a women's Euros. Who knew? No, only joking. Wales were there as well. Wales didn't do as good as England. We almost did as good as England. What did we lose? 6-1. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I tell you what, saying about the football, staying with that then. I hear a lot of people compare the women's football or soccer to men's football or soccer, okay? But my experience, because I can't afford or refuse to pay, I can afford it, I refuse to pay for a TV license. I don't watch live TV. Oh, hey Cloud84, what's occurring? Hope you're doing well. Just talking about women's football. Did you know there's a women's football team? I'm only joking. So I listen to all live sports on the radio, okay? My brother did invite me. My brother's a big football family. They're football mad up there. He did invite me to go up his, but I just wasn't feeling it. I'm talking about the Wales v England game. And I listened to it on Talk Sport Radio, okay? And I listen to a lot of football, a lot of boxing on Talk Sport Radio. And when I'm listening to the men's football, okay, I know exactly who's got the ball. I know who scored almost as same as the ball goes in, okay? So I can picture in my head they're doing the job basically. In my head, I'm visualizing what's going on the pitch, okay? But listening to the Wales-England match, okay, I had no idea what was going on. I don't know who the commentator was. She didn't have a clue what was going on. She once said Wales scored the second goal. Oh, no, sorry, England. Oh, sorry, I meant to say this. It was terrible. So if they're saying, comparing, it's not just... the football is a bigger job than they think. Do you know what I mean? It's like from a casual football fan, it was terrible. I thought, God, it's hard to follow. They need to make it easier to listen to women's football. So it's not just the football needs to improve. It's the whole thing, the coaching, the the broadcasters, do you know what I mean? I don't know. They were just, it sounded like it was their first day on the job. Maybe it was, I don't know. But I didn't enjoy it at all. I was like, I found myself getting distracted, you know. Plasma 90, they know how to win on a pen shootout, unlike the men's team. Fair play. And that sub that they kept bringing on, well, they had 2 subs, and they could not score, do you know what I mean? Is it, what's her name? Chloe Kelly, is it? She was on the bench, do you know what I mean? What a player, full of confidence, and yeah, but like, look after her, and she won it for them last time. I know she won, it's a team game. The England keeper is really good as well, isn't she? So that's my thoughts on, if I was given the power to improve women's football, I'd say you need to get the best people need to be in the right positions. Not, how do I say this? When I'm listening to the men's football, okay, it's men commentating and they do a fantastic job. But when I'm listening to women's football, the women, I haven't got a clue what they're talking about. Is that the best you've got? They need training, or is the right person necessarily in the right job? If that makes, I'm not going to say any more because I'm getting political then, you know. Hey Chris, what's occurring? Iloko Richardson had 19 goals in 40 games. You do the maths, that's a goal. That's a goal a game. A 19. Okay, Chris. Oh. I read that right. Iloko Richardson has 19. Oh, that's what they said. Yeah, I did. Brilliant. Did I mean? Let's give it to Michael Owen. Michael Owen will sort it all out. Okay, so what have I been playing, guys? Boys and girls, grannies and aunts. The amount of times I've played this, I think I put 230 hours into this game. I never actually completed it. The first time, or the problem I had when I first played it, it was in my I go on my drinking days, okay? But basically, you can't fight the final boss, the final boss, until you equip this special like dragon sword, and the right person has got, like, the king even, that little funny looking character there. He's got to be holding that sword, and it doesn't let you go any further. But I think what happened last time is when I got that far, it's a slog to get there. It's a slog just to get that sword. But I didn't see the problem this time around. But last time, I think what I'd done is I like to play as this character. It's like a team RPG, but the character I'm controlling, so I give the sword to him. And of course, when you fight the final battle, the king's got to take him on. So that's the only thing I can think. Because I definitely had that sword, and I was so annoyed, but I've drunk annoyed, so I stopped playing it. But then, yeah, so I finished this Thursday, feeling really happy with myself. And then I finished another game I've never finished before, Call of Duty World War II. If you've played this, does anyone else get stuck on the fucking tank level? The controls, tank controls. Who would have thought, if you're controlling a tank, why would you put tank controls on a tank? But it's really, really hard. The furthest I got, again, back in my drinking days when this game first came out, was is it you flying a Spitfighter? Obviously the flying stage. I had zero problems with that. I didn't die once in that, but that tank level, once I got past there, I was good. But the end of this game, if you've played it, if you know, you know. You go to what's left of a concentration camp, and it's a really dark way to finish the game, but it's a good way of preserving history. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't shy away from the tough subject of what the war was all about. So I finished it and I was like, God, I really enjoyed that. I'm not saying it's my favourite Call of Duty game. It's probably one of my favourite story mode of a Call of Duty game. But yeah, I did have a ton of fun playing that, and that's like, I think, less than £10 now. So yeah, get that game in your collection, boys and girls. Oh, sorry, Chris. Am I imagining Chris? She's a terrible pundit. Fucking right. Maybe that's who I was listening to on TalkSport. Or does she work for BBC? I don't know. Oh, it's hard. Women's football, from a radio point of view, it's a hard sport to follow because you haven't got a clue what's going on. They were better yesterday. Maybe when Wales were playing, they didn't know any of the Welsh players. It was good to listen to. Like to be fair, I've lived in England and I've lived in Spain. I was just enjoying listening to a good game, and it was a good game, wasn't it? It was an exciting, as a neutral, it was an exciting game to listen to. I can imagine it was an exciting game to watch as well, you know. Oh, Bike Shed Boy, what is occurring? Good evening, fella. How are we? Okay, so what a good game. I'm going to talk about a very, very, very good game. Stellar Blade. Oh my God. I picked this up like 2 weeks ago or something like that, and played it, and I wasn't really digging it, kind of thing. But now, because I finished the other two games, I've given it the time that it deserves, you know. And how do I say? The combat. Someone said last week, stick with it because the combat is addictive. Yes, it is. And I went, it's so good. I'm only like 20 odd % into the game, but I'm just enjoying leveling up my character, right? I even teleported right to the very beginning of the game, because you can do this, right to the beginning and run through it again, like almost speed running it with my new skills and stuff, and just like refining my combat, you know. So very, very good game so far. It's very challenging. The bosses, like I got to this boss and I hardly landed a fucking hit on him. And so what I've done is I'm just going to level up at the kind of attack that I want to do, the like shockwave attack. So I'm going to get that at max strength to kind of just, I got to like, it's a bit of a grind. It's like the progression tree kind of thing. So I've got to like get level up basically, so I'm powerful enough, or overpowered probably, because I'm not the best at it. But yeah, absolute fantastic fucking game that is. Okay. Bike Shit Boy just got back from seeing Access. How's he doing? He's in hospital, isn't he? How is he? He looked a bit better in the second video, didn't he, compared to the first one? He was like, oh my God. Didn't mean it's not nice seeing your father in hospital like that, you know. Like my father, he died like suddenly. My mum came to pick me up from work, which I was just finished my shift. I was working in Amazon. My mum, I obviously not allowed your phone in Amazon. I'm going into the bike shed, no pun there, Bike Shed Boy, to pick up my push bike to cycle home. And my phone starts ringing. It's my mum. She goes, oh, did you get my message? I hadn't looked at my phone. I said, no, I just want to get home, do you know what I mean? Because it was exhausting. And it was an 11-mile cycle. So my mum phoned. She goes, I'm coming to get you. I said, what's happened? I thought something had happened to the dog. I said, Mum, like, we didn't have Rossi then. It was my mum's dog I'm talking about, Max. I said, Mum, is Max okay? I was nearly crying. And she goes, no, Max is fine. It's your father. And I thought, oh, fuck. And basically, I wasn't talking to my father. I hadn't spoken to my father 16, 17, for about 4 or 5 years. We weren't on good terms. Because my mum and dad, without going into, my mum and dad are divorced. So he changed into a person. He went through some changes, let's say. And fuck, it was hard, man. It was fucking horrible, do you know what I mean? Bike Shit Boy, all right, fighting the good fight, mate. He's a strong man. Oh, you can tell that. You can tell that. Give him my regards next time you go in tomorrow. He's got a better room now, though, isn't he? He had an Xbox in there as well. Fair play. Pazman90, have you seen the trailer for the PlayStation Fight Stick? Oh, there's a trailer. I haven't seen... I'm aware of it. I think I talked about it in a video. But they've dropped a proper trailer now, have they? I'm definitely going to... Who am I kidding? I'm going... Do I need one? No. But do I want one? Yes. Fucking hell, I definitely want one, do you know what I mean? Is it black and white then? Is it? I was hoping it would be a bit more. Black and white makes sense because the console is black and white. It's got that almost Apple kind of vibe going on, the like modern, futuristic. I get it, but when you see a nice art stick, like my Chun-Li Mad Catz T2, when you see the artwork that's gone into that, it just looks so much more cool. Do you know what I mean? I'm hoping. Again, I haven't seen the trailer. I'm hoping there's going to be different variants, like just have a Street Fighter one, have a Tekken one, have a one-off version of them. Do you know what I mean? Bike Ship Boy, I have managed to sort his TV out for YouTube, so he may well be watching it. Fair play to you. Fair play to you. Hi, if you're watching. Pasman, yeah, 2 hours ago, mate. Looks really good. Check it out later. Got some really good features. Ooh. It's great, though, that we're getting a Sony PlayStation licensed stick. Don't think they've ever done one before, have they? No, we probably had a licensed one, but I think this one's different because it's going to be made by Sony, as far as I'm aware, you know, unless it's subcontracting Ori or something like that, you know. That's pretty much all I've been playing, boys and girls, grannies and aunts. So I really am looking forward to playing, that's over here, it's next to my PlayStation ready to go, some Mortal Kombat 1. I really want to play through story mode again, and I want to stream it. Actually, boy, who is excited for Hellraiser Revival? Oh, that's a good shout, actually. Looks absolutely stunning. Yeah, let's talk about Hellraiser. There's boobs. Have you seen the video? It's like a movie, isn't it? Very excited. I think it's horrors is big. I'm late into my horror games. Yeah, I think it's going to do really, really well. Yeah, it's really, really a cool. It came out of nowhere because I mean, when was the last movie? Was it 4 years ago, maybe? I really enjoyed the latest Hellraiser movie. I thought it was really good. It's like a reboot of the franchise. I thought the woman was not more creepy than Pinhead, but she had some screen presence, didn't she? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, is that out this year, later on this year? Hopefully around Halloween time, do you know what I mean? Because everyone's going to be playing it then, aren't they? Feels weird playing a horror game in when it's boiling hot outside, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I plan to play Mortal Kombat Friday night, but it's funny, right? Because loads of shit has gone on in my life lately, right? I know there's people out there going through a lot worse than me, but I was having a conversation with my mum, and I was thinking, fuck, when am I going to get a break? But then I always try to flip the negatives into a positive. So what happened with my job and my motorbike getting stolen and everything, there is actually a positive in there, right? Because I try not to focus on every month I'm losing thousands of pounds because I'm out of work, yeah? So, but from my dog Rossi's point of view and my mum's dog Max, because I'm off work, they're loving it. They've never been for such good walks, and we've had quite a good summer so far. So at least I've got time. When I look back, like Rossi's 4, nearly 5. He's in the prime of his life. Everything's great. So from that point of view, spending time with my dogs, I love my dog, right? He's like my son, isn't he? That's all. It's just me and my dog live in this house, right? So that is a lovely thing to think about. At least I've got time, because the job I had when I was an auditor, it was hard. It was some days it was like 15-hour shifts, and it's hard going into work not knowing how long it's like job and finish. Some jobs are 7 hours, some jobs are fucking 15 hours. So then I'd have to be phoning my mum, can you go pick up my dog Rossi because I'm out of the house too long, kind of thing. So then as the day after I said that, I went for a walk with Rossi, and it wasn't too hot. We went nice and early. And Rossi he normally eats his food. He normally wolfs his food down, right? But then he was sick. Like, fuck. Like, he was sick at the back, which I didn't know he was sick until the second time he was sick. And it's not his fault, right? He was sick all over the kitchen. And so I cleaned that up. And then he came, but it was more like water, like water, and is it bile they call it? So I cleaned all that up. Then he came, and I was like nursing him, again, he's like my son, right? So he's on the sofa with me, and I could tell he wasn't himself. His eyes were like red, and I was like, oh shit, what's wrong with him now? And then his head was over the sofa, and he was sick all over the floor. Again, didn't give him a row. It's no problem. Like, the kitchen's got tiles. You sick outside. Then he was sick off my sofa. I got like wood or laminate flooring. Then he was on. Then he was on my about 20 minutes later. He was on my rug, and he was sick all over the rug. And the back door's open about 5:30. As soon as I get up in the morning, 5:30, the back doors doesn't close until like 10, 11 o'clock at night, till I go to bed. So I was trying to I said to Rossi, come on, out the back then. He was sick all over the rug. He couldn't be helped. Then instead of coming out the back, he wanted to cower into his bed. And he was sick loads in the bed as well. And I was like, oh, Ross, I did shout, get out the back, like, do you know what I mean? And then, of course, I felt terrible then for shouting at him. So my mum had to come down. And then I was like, he's all I got, do you know what I mean? So I couldn't stream. If I wanted to play any video games, Rossi'd have to be on my lap, do you know what I mean? And I wouldn't enjoy play. I didn't want to play video games. That's why I didn't stream last week, do you know what I mean? My imaginary Chris, is Rossi feeling better, dude? Rossi is miles better. I went for a run today. I thought, don't take him today, but we're going to go for a walk tomorrow. But like I tell you, he was so ill. When my mum came down, whenever my mum or anyone comes to my house, Chris, you'll agree with this, he goes and gets a toy and brings you a toy. He's so playful, and he doesn't get tired. He'll play fetch probably 24 hours. I mean, he never gets tired of bringing you a teddy, and he's got loads of different teddies. He didn't even get up when my mum came into the living room, and we were like, right, if he's still ill tomorrow, we're taking him to the vets. And he perked up loads. God, he slept in my bed, right? His nose was here, like his face was there, and then I rolled over, and he climbed, bless him, he climbed over, and he did it that side. So I've hardly slept, but he just like slept it off. But today, I think he's back to 100%, but I don't want to risk taking him out until he is, like, I'm really, really sure. Again, he's all I've got, but if something happens to him, do you know what I mean? I know they don't live as long as us, but oh my God, I don't even want to go there. I don't want to go there. Bike Ship Boy went to HorrorCon and met the original cast in Sheffield. HorrorCon, what a cool idea. In Sheffield at the Magnus Centre. Doug Bradley was super funny, an absolute legend. Hope they do the game justice. Oh, I wonder if the voice actor, that's a good point. I wonder if the voice actors, like they did with Robocop, I know a lot of the voice actors from the movie came back. That'll make a big, big difference, that will, Yeah, a HorrorCon. Chris, we'll have to check out HorrorCon. I wouldn't mind going to something like that. So that's Rossi. And the other horseshit thing. But again, it's all good because he's better. He might come up during the stream, but he's out the back chasing a fly probably. Bless him. So I walked out of I volunteer once a week, or was volunteering in one of the charity shops, the PDSA, and they're great. I really enjoy it. It's exhausting, right? But it's good. What I get out of it is building my mental health, my confidence. So I'm toying with the idea of getting back into retail. So I walk in Wednesday, and they, blah, blah, blah. And then they said, we've got a visit off the area manager, and the area manager's boss, so like a regional manager and an area manager are coming down. I thought, okay. And they were like a little bit stressed out, the manager and the assistant manager. I wasn't stressed, I'm a volunteer, do you know what I mean? It means nothing to me. So then they come in, but I didn't know who they were. They didn't have the same lanyards as they've got there. They got like bright pink lanyards if you've ever been in the PDSA. And then, So I'm at the front. Chris, if you're still, you'll agree with this. So when you're in retail mode, I say hello to every single customer, right? It's like, morning guys, morning. So this man and a woman come in, don't they? Morning guys, and the man just looks me up and down like that, and doesn't say anything, and goes to talk to the boy behind the till. And that was the like regional manager, and the woman was the area manager. Neither of them said anything, and I thought that was a bit rude. But then they went at the back. And then they thought they'd only be there for 20... Normally they're there for 20 minutes, but apparently this time they were there for a couple of hours. So then they walked past again. Oh, the woman walked past, and I was carrying a load of shirts and stuff, doing some replaying. And I said hi, and she ignored me again. And I thought, now that's... Don't tell me she didn't hear me say hello. So then they said, right, Tony and so-and-so, you go for break. Then they were in, instead of having a meeting in the manager's office, they were in the staff room. So we had to have our lunch outside. I thought, okay, don't worry. And then after my break, I was back there then. It was like this rail of clothes. And I had to write on each tag the date, like 3 weeks from that date or 2 weeks. It's how they know how long stuff has been out. If it's not sold within... by the date you write on the tag, then it's priority to get shipped off somewhere else or get collected or something like that. So I was writing on it, and this man came out, this area regional manager. He had his hand on the rail, and he was shaking the fucking rail. Like, he was talking and shaking the rail, and I was trying to write on this thing. And I thought, will you stop shaking that? I nearly said so. I'm surprised I didn't ask him, excuse me, can you stop shaking that rail? But he just ignored me. He would have ignored me. So then a couple of hours go by, and I thought, I'll say hello to him. He obviously knows I work there. And then I had another load, like jeans or something, in my arm to go down and doing replaying. And I noticed they weren't speaking to any of the customers. And I felt like they were watching us, kind of thing. And then I thought, I'll say hello to him again. And I said, hi. And maybe it's a bit more hi, Saki, and ignored me again. So I thought, what am I doing here? Do you know what I mean? I don't get paid. When you're getting paid, you got like a switch. Right, I need the job. I need the money. I'm thinking, I'm having zero money and giving up. I was there 9:30 till 4:30 every Wednesday, okay? And I thought, nah, I'm just gonna quit. So I thought I'll stay till the end of the day. And then I thought I'm just gonna walk out now. So normally the back door is open. So I went at the back, put my backpack on, and walked out the back door, but they locked it because the area manager was there. So I had to walk out with them all on the shop floor. And either the manager, but they were lovely people, but I think in front of the royalty, let's call them, one of them, I think it was the assistant manager actually, she said, where are you going? You've had your break. I'm thinking, you don't pay my wages, love. Do you know what I mean? I thought, I'm here to help you. Do you know what I mean? You're not helping me at all. So I carried on walking. And to be fair, the manager like run after me. I said, I'm not talking about it. I'll email you later. And she said, can I ask you to come back in? I said, explain to her what happened. I said, he's getting paid. I'm not getting paid. I just find that rude. This gives me a bad vibe. And so I basically, she did email me, can you come back in for a meeting? And it's a no. However, so I do want to work with animals. I've got an interview for an actual job, a paid job. Oh my God. In a pet shop on Wednesday. So I got to, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get that in me. I can't remember. I remember applying for it, but I can't remember how many hours it is. But whatever it is, if I get it, I'll be over the moon. Right, let's catch up on thy comments. Chris, my imaginary friend Chris. Horicon. We'll definitely have to check it out. Yeah, I agree. We're on about doing different stuff, weren't we? Oh, hey, Joe Gamer Girly. What is occurring, Joe? Hello, Joe. Hello, back your boy. Horicon was awesome. Also met a guy who did Creepshow. Fantastic day out. Oh, sounds like it. I've got horror colouring in box somewhere. Where are they? Oh, they might be in my other room. But whenever I used to go to Comic-Con, there was like an independent... No, they're not there. There was an independent artist or something that would do like horror colouring in books. I haven't used them, but when I went to colouring them, I'm going to take them at my brother's so you can photocopy them. So I don't want to spoil the actual colouring in books. And every year I go there, he had like volume 2, volume 3, and I'd be picking them all up, you know. The Crypt Keeper got his autograph sound. Good luck, dude. And yeah, what a bunch of bellends. Takes 2 seconds to say hello. It's really rude, isn't it? But we remember when we worked for Jack and Jones in Debenhams, and we were like invisible, weren't we? We'd hold doors open for the staff and they wouldn't even say thank you. I think you said once, okay, I'll just go fuck myself then. Yeah, but it's like, it's one, you can laugh about it when you're getting paid to be there. You're paid so they can be rude to you. But when you're a volunteer, I've promoted myself to customer. I didn't walk out. I just gone, okay, I'm going to be a customer now. But other than the higher ups, I will say the PDSA in Neath they were great. They just had whichever, I think it was the assistant manager. I did find it cheeky to say, where do you think you're going? You've had your break. Speak to me like that if you pay my wages. Do you know what I mean? But I'm out of there. Hopefully I'll get this job. If not, I'm going to volunteer in another. There's loads of charity shops around here. Do you know what I mean? But I did enjoy my time there. You know. Thank you. Right. Okay. So that's my updates on why I haven't really been gaming that much. Okay. What have I been watching? Oh, please tell me you've all watched this. Happy Gilmore 2 on Netflix. I was a bit worried. There was a time where Happy Gilmore was my favourite film of all time. It's still in my top 10 favourite movies. I love Adam Sandler. I was a bit worried because he's very hit or miss. But I just thought the humour was spot on. I like how random it was. You know, the humour. Do you know, like in the first one when he's playing ice hockey and that love song comes on, My Endless Love or whatever it's called. And then and he kisses the girl, and then the camera pans back, and there's that guy in the stands just singing it. I love how random that movie was. And Happy Gilmore 2 stays with that humour. It's so random. Like my favourite part, if you haven't, this isn't a spoiler, right? But my favourite part in Happy Gilmore 2, and I'll watch it loads of times over the years, right? It really is a feel-good movie. Is towards the end, obviously it's a happy ending, right? But towards the end, when everyone's like, it shows people watching on TV and cheering and stuff like that. But that weird guy that's on the beach is cheering, and you see the TV from behind. It's an old school CRT TV on the beach, and he's like watching telly on the beach. But when it pans back, there's a fire in the TV, so he's cheering the fire. I just thought that's so random. That's my favourite part of the movie. It made me laugh my head off. Thanks, Joe. Hope you get the job. Me too. Watched it and it was good in my opinion. Shady did a good job. Golf cart when he fell asleep. Oh yeah, the drinking thing was random. Like he's got alcohol everywhere. I can relate in a way where I had over the many times I've tried to quit drinking, it was like I'd be sleeping, I'd be sober for 10 days, and my brain would go, I know where there's alcohol. I'd just sit up wide awake, and I go, there's rum in the cupboard behind, you know, like when you buy like fancy bottle or something like that. I just get up and drink it, and to me, I have like a moment of weakness. But then when he quit, he had to get rid of it, and he's like, oh yeah, in the cuckoo clock, and in this, and in the TV remote, and like, oh, no wonder that didn't work. There's alcohol in there, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I really enjoyed Happy Gilmore 2. It's really hard not many sequels surpass the original. I did fear it's been too long. I thought if we were going to have a sequel, we would have had one by now. But I think we just seem to be getting a lot of sequels these days. But I think they did a really, really good job. Like some of the cast have obviously passed away and stuff like that, the original cast. I wasn't expecting Ben Stiller to be in it, fair play. Really, really, I won't say anymore because I'll probably spoil it if anyone hasn't seen it. But it's on Netflix. I watched it the first day it came out. Then I watched on Netflix a true story documentary. It was called Balloon Boy. I think I vaguely remember this happening. It was in America, where it was all over the news. This family, he reminds me of the guy, you know, the family in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, where the father's like a crazy scientist kind of guy. I'm not saying he was a crazy scientist, but he was the father was just like to build random things, and he built like what looked like it was a balloon, but it was a flying saucer, and he built it, and I think it was filled with helium and stuff. But I had a compartment in it for all the gear to go. But one of his middle son, who was 6, could fit in this compartment. So then they're videoing it on an old school video camera. It didn't happen that long ago, like mid 2000s, I think. So the idea was to inflate this balloon or the UFO, and like have it just hovering in the garden, but all the ropes failed. It was whatever. The son, he had 2 other sons. They hadn't done what they were supposed to do. She's shouting at them, and the balloon flies off, and the kid goes, whatever the boy's name, so and so's in the balloon. He's in there, like, no, he's not. So they search the house, blah blah blah. Can't find him. So he's in this balloon, and then of course they phone the police, and they're like, sorry, can you repeat that? Like, can you imagine being the dispatch person and someone saying, yeah, I built a UFO and my son is flying in it, and it's a really windy day as well. He travels for fucking miles, and he's something like 20,000 feet in, he's 20,000 feet in the air, just bombing away, like a helicopter tracks him down. And there was one point where someone took a photo and it looked like something had dropped out. It wasn't the best photograph, but there was a bit more to the story. I won't say any more, but it was, right, okay. So it's only like a 50 odd minute. It's not a long documentary. But it's a well done documentary. You know, I've always say if it's a well done documentary, I watch a documentary on anything. Do you know what I mean? So I did enjoy that. Definitely worth checking out. That's on Netflix. Check the remote. Wounded by wonder why it never worked exactly in it. Mobland is a bloody great series. 10 out of 10. Is that Netflix as well? Is it? I'm always after a new series. It's in a screenshot of that. Cheers, Bike Shed Boy. What else have I watched? I was watching this last night. My sleeping patterns all over the place. I don't think I've ever watched the end of it. Is Riddick. So it's part 3, isn't it? So they had, what was it called? Pitch Black was an alright movie, but it was one of the first movies. I think I either rented it or someone lent it to me on DVD. So I enjoyed that. It was alright. Really, the sequel to that then was The Chronicles of Riddick. I loved that movie. I like the game as well. The movie is like more epic, big scale. You can tell they had a big budget, some good other actors other than Vin Diesel in there as well. Really, really good movie. Dark. I really like. Visually, it's a treat as well. And then apparently Vin Diesel funded Riddick himself. Visually, it's okay. It's not as good as The Chronicles of Riddick, but I've never watched the end. I keep falling asleep when I watch it. So last night I put it on because I knew I was trying to sleep. But I'm like halfway through it. But yeah, it's an alright movie, you know. Bike Your Bike, great films. Yeah, it probably is a good film. I get to the point where he finds like that abandoned, he's on like a desert island kind of thing, isn't he? With all these wildlife, massive dogs and stuff are trying to kill him. Like every day's a chore just to stay alive. So he wants to get off the planet, so he needs a spaceship. So he finds like an abandoned outpost, like a bounty hunter one. So he scans his face in. So he's obviously got a massive bounty on him. So he wants the spaceship to land. I'm assuming he wants to steal the spaceship to get off the planet kind of thing. So yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy, that's probably what I'm going to watch tonight. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to watch in a sec. I've been watching Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I talked about it last week. It's on Disney or Disney Plus. It's really good. I really am enjoying it. I'm only a couple of episodes in, but if you like Spider-Man, it's a slightly different take on Spider-Man. Visually, though, I like the art style and everything on there. But the star of the show, where is it? Every single person, loads of people have been telling me to watch this, okay? And some people say it's the best anime they've ever seen. It's Solo Leveling. I think it's on Crunchyroll, but I haven't got that. And I noticed it's just come out on Blu-ray. And I planned, normally with an anime, I think it's 10 episodes. Normally I thought, right, I'll watch an episode a night. So I didn't watch any last night because I was watching, I'll tell you what I was watching in a sec. But I watched the first 5 episodes. It's amazing. It's not the best visually. Like, I'll always say the 80s anime was the best, or maybe early 90s, talking up to Ghost in the Shell. That's where anime peaked for me, right? But the story and the characters, instantly you take a liking to this guy here, the main character. I thought, this is great. Absolutely. From the minute I started watching it, I thought, oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Oh, I really, really like that. Oh, I'll watch another episode. Oh, I like that. It was like midnight. Normally I go to bed latest 11 o'clock. I was tempted to just binge the whole thing, but I thought, no, don't now. So if you haven't watched Solo Leveling, if you've got the access of Crunchyroll, you've probably seen it if you got that. But if you get the chance to watch it, it's outstanding. Okay, guys. That's what I'm watching probably as soon as I finish this stream. What I was watching last night was on YouTube, Swap Shop. I love Swap Shop. If you don't know what it is, it's on Retro Chef's channel, and it's the last Sunday of every month. So, of course, yesterday was the last Sunday of the month. I started watching it. I didn't really know what it was. Like, I'm going back 6 months ago. I didn't know what it was. Just people showing games and someone going, nice. And they go, sealed. Oh, lovely, sealed. And I didn't get it, so I click off it. But then I think I just watched it. I started watching it. It's really cool vibe. It's really good in the chat as well. Everybody seems to know everybody. Hi, and stuff like that. I have bought some bits and bobs over the months, but like it's very hit or miss. Like I'm focusing a lot on my Sega Master System, but it depends. Basically, if you don't know what it is different YouTubers go on, or shops. I think some of them own shops. It's a good variety of people every month, okay? And they're basically selling duplicates. I think people, I've never done it, they buy in bulk and they sell off what they don't need from their collection, or they're upgrading, they're buying a better case and selling the one with slightly worse condition games and stuff like that. I really enjoy it. It's 8 o'clock, the last Sunday of every month. I was just all Sundays. Oh yeah, Swap Shop tonight. Swap Shop. I was really excited. I was first in the chat as well. I put first kind of thing. So and I've got my eye on. There's a nice GameCube book. I wouldn't mind. And the other thing then is they got a Facebook page, YouTube Swap Shop. Or Swap Shop YouTube, and then got to give them a couple of days. They post pictures and prices and stuff, or you can message them. I think some of them would rather swap things rather than have the money or whatever. So there's a GameCube book I really like the look of. There's Outrun for the Master System. Was there another thing? It was something else I think I might have been interested in. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. If you haven't watched it, definitely check out Swap Shop. So that's my last Sunday of the month. That's where I am. I was asked if I wanted to go on it last month, but I said I have a couple of copies of Tokyo Xanadu. I've got a duplicate of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. They go in rounds as well. I'd be half a round, and that'd be me done. So there's no point in me. I'd be taking up the space for someone else. Do you know what I mean? Right, let's catch up on thy comments. Watched it, was good. Mobland, great films. The new Superman is awesome. Is it out, the new Superman? It's awful, is it? God, I honestly thought that was going to be worth going to the cinema to watch. Well. Saying about the cinema, Shin Godzilla, I think it's middle of August. It's coming back to cinemas. But only certain cinemas. There's none in Wales. We don't exist in Wales. It's quite spread out, mainly England. I think it's a chain of cinemas only in England, do you know what I mean? And it's for one day only, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool to go and watch Shin Godzilla? I watch it all the time on my iPad. Bonfire night, me and Rossi watch it on the big telly because Rossi loves watching it and he doesn't like the fireworks, so it's a distraction. And it's really good watching it on the big screen, but I really want to watch it in the cinema, with the sounds and everything like that, Don't waste your cash. No way. What a shame. What a shame. They can't seem to do a good Superman anymore, can they? I can honestly say Christopher Reeves, they were the best, weren't they? What's the one? It didn't review very well, but it was probably a movie scene that scared the shit out of me. With the one with, what's his name, Pryor, the comedian's in it. But that woman that, at the end, a woman goes too close to, the computer, and it covers her in wires and stuff, and she becomes, this scary, dried-looking thing. Is it Superman 3 or is it Superman 4? That scared the shit out of me. It probably, if I watch it now, it's probably nothing, but it really scared me, and I was like, oh my god, should I be watching this kind of thing? Not seen Superman, but I heard a lot of people really like it. Maybe if you're a hardcore Superman. I'm not hardcore Superman. I do like a good Superman film, but I think if I really think about it, I probably prefer the Christopher Reeve ones, Crypto the Dog was good. There's a dog in it, but not a great film. It's a massive, kaiju Godzilla kind of thing, and that, I think, from the trailer that I've seen. Yeah, the trailer looked really, really good, thinking about it. But maybe I'll check out the reviews on YouTube, like Oliver Harper. He's the one that did the Street Fighter documentary. He does really good reviews and stuff like that. And actually, he's a massive Superman fan. So, he'll have probably a lot to say about it. I don't think he's done a review yet. But the more I think about it, it looks really, really good. So that's Swap Shop. Talked about that. Oh yeah, the channels. I did write them down for you. So this week, I think I've subscribed to all these channels. So there was Collector's Quest, Sega Zombie, EW Star, One Up Retro Gaming, and Champion 20 Rob. So check those channels out. It was really enjoyable. And the other thing as well, between rounds, they show I think a lot of people my kind of generation are watching it. That's the vibe I get. But it's really nostalgic. They like to play old trailers and stuff. I actually watched, they showed a trailer for Aliens I've never seen before. I thought I'd seen all the trailers for Aliens, but there's one where there's no talking. It's just this creepy sound all the way through. It's quite eerie. Well, that's a really cool trailer. Obviously, because of Hulk Hogan recently passing, they did a lot of the Hulk Hogan trailers and stuff like that. It was really good fun time. If you got nothing on the last Sunday of the month, definitely add it to your watch list. It's really good to watch it live as well, in my opinion. What have I been reading then, guys? Have I finished my Michael Jordan book? Yes, I finished it. I think last week I nearly had 40, 50 pages to go. It is a bit of a big boy book, right? And the highlight, basically, if you want to know about the majority of Michael Jordan, watch The Last Dance on Netflix. It's 10 episodes. It's really good. That's the highlight. That era, the Chicago Bulls era, is really good. It's almost sad. He's still alive, right? But it's almost the last couple of chapters where they're talking about what he did after the Chicago Bulls. It is very sad. He was inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame, and the speech he gave was very negative, insulting almost, or it was insulting to a lot of the people he played with or worked with that he didn't like. It's almost like he was using his acceptance speech to just have one little last dig. It's tarnished, or not tarnished, took a shine off his the persona of Michael Jordan, because when I was growing up, Michael Jordan, he could do no wrong. He's probably the most famous person on earth at one point, wasn't he? But definitely enjoyed this book. If you like to read a big book, it took me ages. I've been on and off with my reading, okay, this year. I think that's the only book. I've actually read another one, but that's the first book I've read all year. Normally, I read a book a month. Yeah, but it's so big. It's very slow at the beginning, but after like the 150 page mark, when it gets to when he plays basketball for his college, then it gets good. So I did enjoy it overall, but it's quite a sad ending. But he's the author's just telling the story of Michael Jordan. Nearly said Michael Jackson then. Michael Jordan's life. Do you know what I mean? I read this today, cover to cover. This is my guilty pleasure, right? You might laugh. Let me show you the first couple of pages. You might laugh at me for the looks of it. Now, if I was in public, you say, well, Tony, what are you reading that for? Do you know what I mean? Right? This is the best. This is volume 7 as well. This is Young Ladies Don't Play Fighting Games, okay? This is the best volume. Absolute, thoroughly enjoyed it, right? So, I think the series ended at volume 6. If you don't know what it is, it's basically a really prestigious... I think it's a private school, like a boarding school, where playing video games is frowned upon. It's banned, okay? And these girls, like, they create this for them, right? They, over the volumes, they create like a games club. It's like a secret club in one of the dorm rooms, where one of them's like I can't remember what they call it, like a prefect, we call them over here in the UK. She's like a prefect. So a perk of being a prefect is you get a room to yourself. So they all go to her room every night to play fighting games, okay? I love the fact that they don't name an actual fighting game. Instead of Tekken, it's called like Tenshken. I can't remember what they call Street Fighter. They've got like funny names, and they get every night. They get really good at this particular game, but it's based on Tekken. And they enter this competition. It's like Evo, and they do really well, and there's streamers and stuff like that. But I think it's almost like volume 6 is Evo Championship, the final. And then it's like, well, where do we go from here? Well, they're back to the normal day-to-day now, right? But of course, footage... what's it called? It's not called YouTube, it's called YourTube. So there's footage on YourTube of one of the girls, because she gets really far. She gets to the main stage level in this Evo tournament, or whatever it's called. I think it's called Eve tournament. And basically, they're in their normal night, playing these fighting games, and this other prefect barges in and catches them. And if they get caught, they get expelled from this boarding school. And it's just like, I couldn't put it down. I've done the housework today. I thought I'll do a bit of hoovering and I'll go back to it. I couldn't put this book. I read it cover to cover. I really enjoy this. And right at the end is an author's note, right? Where is it? So I don't know if you can see there. They've actually filmed a live action. And I've done my research as well. They've done an anime of it, and from what I can tell, I don't know if they've translated it yet. It did take me to Crunchyroll. From what I can tell, it's coming out this year, but one of them was like 1.8, so that could mean the 1st of August, so like the end of the week. It could be on Crunchyroll. I don't know if they've done a translation of it. Will it be dubbed? Probably, hopefully. But the trailer that I saw, which came out, I think it was 5 months ago, they use it instead of random video games. They're using Street Fighter 6. This is fantastic. I really did enjoy, in case you can't tell, I really did enjoy reading through that. And if that's coming out Friday, that will make me subscribe to Crunchyroll, put it that way. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, really did enjoy that. I got all my books, I think I get from Amazon. Not really like it. Backshot Boy, Crypto. Oh yeah, saying about the dog. Joe Gaming Girly sounds good. I watch Shenmue and Crunchyroll. Oh, that's on Crunchyroll. I think I'm gonna have to get Crunchyroll. I know there's the reason I don't, right, is I think if I get the job on Wednesday, I'm just gonna get Crunchyroll. I'll link it to my TV. I don't like to watch anime on my iPad because I normally watch a movie or an anime while I'm in bed. I can watch High Score Girl because I've probably watched that 5 or 6 times. That's my other. It's like my when I'm sick. That's my comfort thing to watch. You know. I do like Solo Leveling though. Fuck, I'm really, really impressed with that. I'm glad I bought that. I probably could get the price I paid for this. I could probably get a good couple of months off Crunchyroll. So maybe I need to start thinking about it a bit more sensible, you know. But if High Score Girl is on Crunchyroll and I get the job on Wednesday, fuck it, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Well, that's it, guys. That is what I've been playing, what I've been watching, and what I've been reading. I think last week I had more to talk about. And we talked a lot about the Mortal Kombat, didn't we? I had a list. I had a list of... It started off as 15 characters, guest characters for Mortal Kombat. I had a list of 15, and people in the chat were chucking out some really, really good ideas. It's really weird, because last week we were talking about my number one favourite character for Mortal Kombat is Pinhead from Hellraiser. It's really funny because I was talking bigging up how good Hellraiser would be in a Mortal Kombat game, and the very next day the Hellraiser trailer dropped for the new Hellraiser game. That was weird, and people are saying, you were talking about this yesterday. I said, yeah, must have been listening to my stream. But yeah, so I think that is it. If anyone wants to talk about anything else, I'm not really going anywhere, but I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be smashing some solo leveling. I thought at first Solo Leveling was a weird name, but after like episode 2, it makes perfect sense why it's called Solo Leveling. It actually, this isn't going to spoil it, I don't think. It helped me with my this morning's run. It motivated me to get out there and do it, because he's got to run. It's almost like One Punch Man's training routine, isn't it? He's got to do 100 press-ups every day, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and do a 10-kilometer run every single day. Otherwise, he'll get punished. And on the first day, he's lying in a hospital bed, isn't he? And he's like, oh yeah, that can't be real. The next day, a thing comes up, says, you failed to do yesterday's mission. So something bad happens to him. So it's like he has that discipline then to do these exercises. It's wrecking him at the start, but he's getting fit as hell really, really quickly from doing all this extra training, you know. Was Shenmue any good, Joe? If you're still there? That'd be a good anime actually to watch, wouldn't it? They still haven't told the full story in the games, have they? Because we had Shenmue 3, and I thought, oh, finally people will get the full story, but it still doesn't tell the full story, apparently. I've not played it. Yeah, I thought it was well made. Ah, cool. They've done it justice then. Quite a brave thing to take that on, I suppose, because there'd be a hell of a backlash if you don't do an half-decent job with it, you know? Yeah, Stellar Blade, guys. Another... I'm in the zone with this game. You can change the costumes, and it looks like you can play as 2B from Nier Automata. And you know me, guys, she's one of my favourite fighting game characters of all time, and she doesn't come from a fighting game. She comes from Nier Automata, doesn't she? So that would, if I start to get bored with it, which I can't imagine I will, it's an absolutely beautiful game as well. The backdrops, the music's really good. It's very quirky as well. That, I know I'm only like 20-odd%. That's got potential to be. It's in my top 5, I think, games of the year. And we've had a very good year, haven't we, so far with gaming. I like Fatal Fury and stuff like that. But yeah, that's got a lot of potential, you know, loads. I like the fact that it's so hard as well. I'm finding it hard anyway. Joe Gaming Girly, yeah, we'll be waiting forever for the Shenmue story to be finished. Maybe it's one of those that they don't know how to finish it. The writer It doesn't know how to wrap the story up. Like, I've played the first one. I think I traded it in. It went really cheap. They did the PlayStation 4 remaster. I played that one. I watched the opening cutscene, and I was just talking to everyone, and it was what I will say. What an amazing game! How far ahead? If you think what other games came out when the first Shenmue came out, wow. Do you know what I mean? Absolute wow. It's so far ahead of its time. Like, every single NPC character, or every character I spoke to, had something to say. Some of it was funny, didn't help you at all, where you're trying to track down where these people went or something. But like, one was talking about his cat or something. I can't really remember. But it was one of those where I thought, I'll play it again. I don't know. I think I have traded it in though, but it's one of those I always think I'll go back to. I'll get back to that. But there's so many games in my get to list. Like, recently, I've had this urge to really get back into the Spider-Man games from watching that Spider-Man on Disney, the anime. I've just got this urge because I played the first Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4. I was the only time, saying about that Spider-Man, that game, it was the only time in my life I've ever pulled an all-nighter, and I mean stayed up all night playing a video game. I was working, it helped that I was working nights. I was working on the trains. I was working 4 nights on, 4 nights off, 4 nights on, 4 nights off. So my mum was away. So it's when I first moved back home to start saving to buy for a deposit for the house. But I was still drinking loads. So I finished work, and I used my Christmas game voucher online. My brother gave me a £50 voucher for Christmas. Bought it brand new, got it delivered, and just blitzed it. It was so good. But there's loads I probably can't remember because I was probably blackout drunk playing it as well. But I don't think I actually got to the end. I don't think I remember finishing it. Completely skipped over Miles Morales. And my brother gave me Spider-Man 2. It was my nephew's, but when he sold his PS5, he gave me Spider-Man 2. Played it at the beginning. I thought, I just wasn't feeling it. But now I'm in the mood to play all the Spider-Man games. So I'm just going to go Miles Morales and play Spider-Man 2. But apparently the first one's the best one. I think it's the first one's the best, then Miles Morales, then the second one. But what I played of the second one, I thought was really good. But it seemed like I didn't know who's he, who's she, I didn't know. So I think it's one of those where you need to play them to know what the hell's going on, we'll be waiting forever for the Shenmue story to be finished. Oh, I said that comment, didn't I? Yeah, we're talking about Shenmue. Right, guys. Unless anyone's got anything they want to talk about. NCX as well. They've got, I've checked, where my interview is. There's CX. So they've got Spider-Man in stock. I've done my screenshots. So there's loads of stuff. If I get the job. I really don't know this pet shop. But thinking about it, I'd love to work for a pet shop. I applied for it. Like, when I apply for like every job every day, like cleaning jobs. A lot of the cleaning jobs that are around in my area, either in schools or colleges. Of course, they're all shut down for the summer, so they're not starting till September, and there's not enough hours really. But like a pet shop, the more I think about it, I think it'd be really, really good. They don't get too busy. I don't think they get. Whenever I go to the pet shop, it's not a queue around the block. Like, do you know what I mean? I like where it is. There's a CX down the road, and there's Retro Stash, one of the really good retro gaming shops that we go to, is round the corner kind of thing. So I'll probably be spending all my wages in those places, So I really hope I have some good news and do some good news, I think that was everything I wanted to talk about. My jibber jabbering. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Well, thank you ever so much, everyone that's watched this video. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Excuse me, I never know how to finish my videos. Have a great week. Love you. Bye.